Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of our entitled parents. In today's episode, EM accuses me of stealing her daughter's phone, so I eject her from the property. So apparently it's my fault you go to Dunkin' every day. Entitled parents think they own my apartment and had no regard for boundaries. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. EM accuses me of stealing her daughter's phone, so I eject her from the property. My mom owns a farm, and every year she has a community day where various people volunteer to entertain the local children. I have a face paint stall where for 3 hours I paint faces for free with my own materials. An hour into it, EM enters the scene and asks me whether I've seen her daughter's phone. I say I saw a pinkish phone on the table, but that was a while ago and I don't know where it is now. Turns out that was her daughter's phone. So naturally, she then accuses me of stealing it. I told her she can check my bag, as I haven't left this seat for ages. She searches my phoneless bag and then accuses a volunteer face painter of being in cahoots with me to steal the phone. It goes back and forth like this for a while. Me denying, her accusing. She ends up being so belligerent that I tell her to leave the property. She screams at me, telling me that a 22-year-old cannot evict her. She says she wants to see the owner of the property. We find the owner and she freaks out when I say, "Hi Mom, can you kick this woman out?" She left in haste, cursing me. Edit. Thanks everyone for the awards and comments. I don't know what happened to the phone, but the experience did teach me 2 lessons. Karens look just like regular folk. Don't let their normal appearance fool you. They're nuts. And also, 12-year-olds and expensive, new iPhones are a bad combo. I just love these kind of twists. The reaction on their faces are just so priceless. It was great, and I knew my mom would have my back. Now I'm co-owner, so I can kick people out myself. What's really shocking is that you'd voluntarily let EM look through your bag. You've got nothing to prove. I thought if I demonstrated complete transparency, she'd leave. Instead, she turned to conspiracy theories. Hippity-hoppity, get off my property. Am I weird for reading when I first came out? Why do people accuse others of things they never do? It's BS and no one wants to hear that. Also, she should be a bit nicer, as you are doing a usually paid service for free. So apparently it's my fault you go to Dunkin' every day. This was on our /child free, but someone said you guys would enjoy it too. First, let me say I am honored that I have this much power in my coworker's life. I had no idea, and apparently I am using this power for evil instead of good. Story time. Coworker is extremely behind on bills because her college-age daughter uses her credit card, and she racked up thousands in food-related charges in under 1 semester, over $5,000. Coworker still gave her the card the next semester because she couldn't have the daughter walk to the dining hall and have food she didn't like, but was the food she already paid for, and didn't want to cook in the kitchen even though she paid for a weekly grocery delivery from the grocery store. But you know I'm not a parent, so maybe I don't understand. Anyways, coworker is looking to save money. I grab coffee daily from the lunchroom. Basically, it's hot water that I add my own stuff to, coffee and creamer. Well, herein lies the problem. Coworker keeps forgetting to buy the coffee she needs. I am not sharing my expensive coffee with her. I draw the line. By forget, I mean she runs to the grocery store almost daily because needs cereal the day they run out of the one they like instead of eating the other one in the house. Again, not a mother, so maybe this is normal. But if I tried that with my mother, I would not have eaten cereal. So instead of Amazoning like a normal human being, she needs to grab Dunkin' every morning. Now to the part where I am costing her money. We have free coffee downstairs and free cream, but again, it's downstairs. This coworker walks by it every morning. When she does remember to bring coffee, she forgets to grab the cream and messages me saying she's too tired and doesn't know what she's going to do. The thing is, I have cream at my desk. My cream is not the same as downstairs. You see, guys, I buy my cream in flavors in the single-serve variety. In larger quantities because I'm horrible at remembering to buy it, so I stock up. Theoretically, I have extra. The guilting texts came daily for weeks, but never outright asking. I always say, hey, just grab some downstairs. She told me that because she doesn't have cream, she now just stops at dunking every morning. So because I won't share my $50 worth of cream, she's now telling me she goes to dunking, which she can't afford. I can see where the daughter gets it from. I figured you guys needed a laugh. She's a dumbass. Her inability to organize and plan her life is not your problem. I'm glad you see right through her. Honestly, it took a while, but seeing as I was the only coworker putting up with it for a while, it was eye-opening. I now get why everyone backed off. It's also your fault I gained 25 pounds last year from eating ice cream for every meal while job hubbing from home. Global warming is also your fault. And the extinction of the dinosaurs. And mosquitoes, totally your fault. Oof, why is she texting you about anything that's not work-related? Coffee issues are her problem, not a work problem. The only answer to this, which you already have, is there's cream downstairs. Good for you. Don't even respond to her texts. Clearly, she's taught her daughter to pay for anything that's slightly inconvenient. Entitled parents think they own my apartment and had no regard for boundaries. I remember when it was my brother's graduation, and my mom insisted that I attend family events. I had just finished freshman and gained 20 pounds from depression and isolation. I thought about transferring colleges and giving up my scholarship because that's how much I hated my college. Nevertheless, I attended his graduation because my mom insisted. I stayed at his place with him for a week before my mom joined us from another country. I had started shedding a lot of hair from stress and depression, but had no idea. Since I was sharing space with him, I had little space to put my belongings. My hair shed in the bathroom, but I didn't notice it, and it happened for a couple of days where my hair sat in the bathroom. Without warning, my brother aggressively pushed me to the ground and started yelling why I didn't clean up. He also screamed again because I spread her 2 books, a laptop, and snacks on his desk to work on my transfer essays. He kept pointing out my thighs and laughed. The whole graduation trip I came for my brother turned into emotional scapegoating. I told my mom about this, but she shrugged and said his place his rules. I failed my college transfer, was extremely exhausted, and suffered 4 years of college. Fast forward 10 years, and he got married. My brother and I were not in good terms and had stopped talking. I have my own apartment and always avoided family problems when my mom visited me. She brought with her my brother's wife because she was working in my neighborhood and decided to tag her along. I told my mom in the lobby I don't welcome her, but she brushed off and said, "Come on, she's just family." My mom kept pushing to let her and the wife in, and I had to push them back away from the door, and I finally snapped. My whole family started mocking me after this incident. My brother even said he's going to name his child after me, and they all started laughing. They have no respect for me and my physical boundaries at my own apartment, including my mom. What happened to her house, her rules? My mom just shrugged again and said, "Oh, don't you worry, she doesn't even want to come to your house. WTF is wrong with her? They can't visit if they don't know where you live. Next time you move, don't tell them. If you want to go further, change your number. They won't change. Go and see. Next time they come over, don't open the door. Call the police. Call the police enough times that they have a consistent record. Ghost these horrible people. Regardless of being family, they seem very mean. I would go no contact or low contact for your own sanity." They are, but my mom thinks otherwise, lol. If someone refuses to leave, contact the police immediately. This is considered trespassing. Time for no contact with that nest of vipers and some therapy. It's pretty clear that bro is the golden child. The simple fact that he assaulted you and your mother brushed it off as his house, his rules, is blood-chilling. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.